pass it to Muhammad from past the arc, and the shot is good.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Frazier against Miller. It's Miller on the wing. All alone. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's Levine. And another three for Minnesota.
That shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
Frazier against Miller. Leonard with this screen on Miller. The floater and the rejection by Jang. Here's Muhammad, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
And that is good. And 11 points for Noah Vonleh. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Out to the right wing. And Muhammad kicks to Miller. But they get it back. Here's Dang. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
You look at Gorgui Dieng and his development in the league out of Louisville. What a big jump for him last season.
And that's a great point. That first year, you could tell the game's a little too fast, and he was a bit overwhelmed, but started to get more and more minutes throughout the season and really blossomed with the extra opportunities.
Adrian Payne's checked in for Shabazz Muhammad. And Portland with a change here, too. Davis is checked in, and Jang drops them both.
And Jang last season doubled his points per game, got enough rebounds where he could be a double-double player every night in the near future.
Now here's Frazier. To the wing on the left. There's the three. Minnesota with the rebound. Bielitsa's got his fourth rebound in this one. Dishes to Miller. Launches a three. Can't get it to go. Now Portland takes it the other way.
And Yang isn't a young player by any means, but he has learned how to fill a niche on a team quickly. Just offers good numbers and intangibles in a lot of places on the stat sheet.
Bielitsa with the bucket.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Miller against Frazier. Fires the three. Miller, no luck.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Frazier.
And one thing about the NBA, there are a ton of siblings currently playing in the league. Some on the same team, some on opposing sides, but there must be over a half a dozen sets of siblings.
Here's Bielitsa. Shots good by Miller.
Another fast break score for them, and they've really made the most of their transition game. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, and the differential there is what stands out for me. I mean, they've also denied those runouts defensively.
As you said, Greg, there are a ton of sibling pairs in the NBA. Even more, Clark, if you include the D-League.
Well, you start with the Plumlees, the Gasols, the Teagues, Zellers. For twins, you have the Lopez twins, Morris twins, the Zellers, Gasols, Teagues, Steph and Seth Curry. Count two with the D-League.
That's a lot. That's a lot. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Garnett's checked in, and that one misses.
You know, when you're bad or struggling in the West, things can go south in a hurry. I mean, the Wolves ended with the worst record in the league last year at 16-66, and a lot of those losses came in their conference.
Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Frazier. No good. Good D by Miller.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Payne with the block. And now Miller running the floor all by himself. Lays it in off the breakaway. Miller's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
Well, last season, the Wolves did struggle in conference, as was expected. 7-45 against the rest of the Western Conference.
Listen, nothing harder in sports than learning how to win. And there's no doubt that Minnesota took a lot of lumps as a young team last season. 3 of those conference wins that you mentioned, though, did come against playoff teams. So there's that little silver lining of hope.
Here is Frazier following the score by Kevin Garnett. Frazier outside. The dish to Leonard. Clock at 6. Off target from 3-point range.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down. I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Now here's Frazier. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Payne's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Levine. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on him and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot on.
They get it back. Davis. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
One thing about Ed Davis, guys, he has the physical tools to succeed. The agility of a gazelle and the wingspan of a condor or pterodactyl.
No good on the free throw. You know, Greg, getting back to Ed Davis, his abilities go beyond physical attributes, strong intangibles. Roy Williams always used to talk about him like this: high basketball IQ.
Yeah, second-generation NBA player. His father, Terry, played a long time. He's humble, he's hungry, and motivated. So a lot of key characteristics, I think, in the success of most players he displays here early in his career.
Jones dishes to Miller. Here's Pekovic. Right that time from Leonard. Portland's gone ice cold from 3-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Frazier the pass to Crabbe. Back to Frazier. Here's Crabbe, defended by Jones. Frazier against Miller. A nice shot by Frazier.
D cannot forget about him like that. He'll light you up big time.
Now Miller. Here's Garnett. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Miller's got assist number 5 here tonight. Leonard with this screen on Jones. And Leonard gets it to go.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Miller kicks to Pekovic.
And something that's been whispered about around the NBA is expansion. We know there are some markets that want desperately to have an NBA team. The NBA might not be at 30 teams for the foreseeable future.
A nice shot by Frazier.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
Jones dishes to Pekovic. And again, it's Minnesota. Here's Crabbe. Frazier right side. There's a good screen. Teardrop shot. That's good.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Jones. Second shot opportunity. That's good. And it's 8 points for Nikola Pekovic.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Miller, the pass to Pekovic. It's rebounded by Leonard. Portland's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Harkless with the buckets.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here's Pekovic. The jump hook makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And by making sharp in-game adjustments, they've really taken control of this season series, guys. This win tonight will move their record to 2-0 with 2 left to play against the Trailblazers.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was. For Wiggins, he was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. Well, you know, 1 season in the books with the NBA's new replay center, and so far, so good. I mean, the replays are averaging about 45 seconds apiece, and getting the officials the angles they need quickly to make the right call.
Now here's Harkless. Here's Frazier. Kane with the rebound.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
And with the new replay center, the league also going for more transparency. People expect it now, Clark, and they're officiating.
Yeah, and I don't mind that. Evaluating the most scrutinized calls and non-calls of the games in those last 2 minutes, that's a positive. Things are continuing to change, I think, for the better in that regard.
Now here's Muhammad. 20 seconds left in the fourth. Jacks up a 3, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
And he's clearly been the best rebounder on the floor today.
And the numbers back it up, Greg. I mean, he's brought his hard hat and mean mentality to the glass with him today.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Andrew Wiggins.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.